Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Finds his tight end. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber, and just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Davis will throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Rides to back and leaves it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it.
Wide open on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Davis looking to pass. Swings it out to his running back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got it! He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Spits it out to the back. Good timing on the quick out. Wide open spaces. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweeper.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's last call as we've got a final between Florida and Georgia. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got his man all by himself. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Wants to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, UCLA! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Still running at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the right. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab over the middle. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Black. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the 1st half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Davis looking to pass. That's caught. It's Cox. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Quarterback may change this route. Davis will throw. Under fire. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision.
Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
With the catch, it's Cox. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Gonna look downfield again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The first snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 32 to Louisville. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fighting off the defender. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
He wants to change this route. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Marked down at the 48-yard line. And that is another first down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go.
Power football with the run. Finding open areas. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Game of 6. It's now 2nd and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football and that run.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal, and they showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right.